the Jurassic, a time of transformation. 200 million years ago, the supercontinent Pangaea begins to break apart. Gradually, Laurasia and Gondwana drift apart, and the first sea arms cut through the emerging rift. With the new coastlines, the climate changes, humidity increases, and isolated habitats form. In each region, unique dinosaurs evolve, perfectly adapted to their environment. In the fertile river landscapes of North America, massive herbivores and carnivores dominate, while Europe's warm seas become a paradise for reptiles. Asia becomes home to rare, agile theropods, and the first pterosaurs begin to conquer the skies. Around 193 million years ago, North America is a land of extremes. Lush river landscapes crisscross the region, while dense conifer forests and enormous ferns provide shelter and food. Through this prehistoric refuge, a lone Dilophosaurus prowls in search of prey. At up to 7 meters long, this lizard-like predator is one of the largest theropods of its time, but that is not its only striking feature. The two crests on its head give it a distinctive appearance. They serve primarily as a means of communication and signaling to other members of its species. Its body alone is already built for speed and efficiency, but together, the two predators have an even better chance of overwhelming prey. The slender but strong legs enable Dilophosaurus to sprint rapidly. With a weight of around 500 kilograms, it is relatively light for its size, giving it an advantage during the hunt. One of the predators picks up a trail. The scent of a smaller dinosaur is in the air. Silently, they move across the mossy forest floor, tracking the trail attentively and listening for the slightest sound. In an unassuming bush, today's meal seems to hide. For a brief moment, the Dilophosaurus lets its prey feel deceptively safe. Then, they strike. Their light bodies and long hind legs make the Dilophosaurus incredibly fast and agile predators, able to bring down prey in a sprint. With its long, narrow teeth, one of the predators ends the chase. Its jaws are perfectly designed for small prey, which have no means to fight back. The prey must be consumed quickly, as a successful hunt soon attracts opportunistic feeders. A curious observer approaches the scene. It has noticed the Dilophosaurus's ambush and is intrigued. With quick, agile movements, the small predator sneaks closer, eyes fixed on the Dilophosaurus's prey. It hopes to scavenge leftovers, but knows it must remain cautious. It will not challenge the larger hunters. At a maximum of 2 meters long, Segisaurus is much smaller than its rival. This, however, allows it to move long distances undetected through the undergrowth. It is also lightly built and agile, perfect for short bursts of hunting, but only for very small prey. Its hunger brings Segisaurus too close to danger. The Dilophosaurus notices him, but does not feel threatened by his slender presence. Instead of attacking immediately, they continue their meal, while Segisaurus struggles to contain its desire. Greedily, it ventures even closer to the Dilophosaurus, but now the limit is reached. The large predators will not let a small theropod steal their prey. One of the Dilophosaurus lets out a clear warning. Segisaurus takes the message and retreats swiftly into the ferns from which it came. The large predators return to their meal, while the small one must seek another opportunity, hopefully without competition. While the hunters struggle for the top of the food chain in North America's dense forests, a completely different world unfolds on the opposite side of Laurasia. In the warm, shallow waters of Europe, another master of the hunt appears. Attenborosaurus glides almost silently through the seas. It feeds on small marine animals and fish, skillfully chasing them in shallow coastal waters. Its distinctive body is about 4.5 meters long and flexible, almost like a snake. This allows it to turn quickly and change directions in an instant. Its membranous skin is not covered in scales, reducing water resistance and letting it cut through the waves like a torpedo. The forelimbs are especially strong, propelling its streamlined body forward underwater. The hind limbs and long tail provide stability and additional speed. Although it appears gentle, Attenborosaurus is an excellent hunter. Its long neck allows it to reach prey in the water with lightning speed. Without moving its entire body, it can swing its head in all directions, cutting off escape routes. With its small, sharp teeth, it effortlessly holds fish and other soft-bodied prey, swallowing them whole. While Attenborosaurus favors coastal areas, a close relative prefers deeper waters. At first glance, Plesiosaurus shares many similarities with Attenborosaurus. Its body also consists of a massive torso with a long snake-like neck, at the end of which a small head surveys the sea. It moves forward underwater in a kind of underwater flight, using its large, spread-out limbs. This individual is slightly more delicate than Attenborosaurus. At about 3.5 meters long, Plesiosaurus covers long distances in deep waters, hunting mainly fish, ammonites, and even smaller marine reptiles. Its long neck allows for interesting maneuvers. Especially downward movements enable it not only to hunt fish, but also to feed on the seafloor. While these massive marine reptiles compete for prey below the surface, a very different spectacle unfolds far above them. Dimorphodon is one of the first pterosaurs, equipped with short, featherless wings and a long tail. While pterosaurs will later develop large wingspans and specialized flying abilities, Dimorphodon only has a wingspan of about 1.5 meters. It is an agile glider but cannot cover long distances. Its head is large and robust relative to its body, though openings in the skull reduce weight. Particularly notable is its dentition. Like mammals, it has 2 types of teeth: long, sharp canines and smaller, flattened cheek teeth. This sets it apart from other pterosaurs. Like most of its relatives, it primarily feeds on fish. With strong wing beats, it maintains height while scanning the water surface for prey. Suddenly, it spots an opportunity, a school of fish swimming near the surface. Once it catches its prey, it rises with targeted wing beats and swallows the fish in one swift motion. Dimorphodon is a fast predator, adapted to life between sky and sea. Not all prehistoric predators hunt in warm, species-rich regions. While Europe and North America are shaped by seas and abundant life, on another continent a very different world exists. A world of silence and cold, ruled by a solitary sovereign. "200 million years ago, Antarctica is part of the southern supercontinent Gondwana. It has not yet fully reached the South Pole, but stretches across temperate latitudes, so it is not covered in ice, but dense, coniferous forests. Nevertheless, the seasons are already pronounced, with long winter nights making survival difficult. Cryolophosaurus must adapt to these harsh conditions, where food is scarce. It needs to be capable of covering long distances. It is not only its unusual habitat that makes this predator remarkable. Despite its frigid home, it reaches up to 6.5 meters in length and weighs around half a ton. Like all theropods, it walks on its 2 powerful hind legs. This allows it to maneuver efficiently through the dense forests, always ready to surprise rare prey. Its head is crowned with a striking bony crest, slightly curved forward. Unlike its relatives such as Carnotaurus, Cryolophosaurus does not use its crest for fighting. It is too fragile for that. It mainly uses its crest as a signal to intimidate other males and impress females. Life in Antarctica is solitary. A constant struggle against the relentless cold in an inhospitable environment. Every encounter becomes not only a social ritual, but also a crucial step in the search for future offspring, ensuring the survival of the species. During the Jurassic, Eurasia begins slowly splitting away from North America. In Asia, geologically complex structures develop, and tropical forests, moist valleys, and enormous rivers emerge. The incredible diversity of plants, like giant ferns, conifers, and the first flowering plants, provides abundant food for herbivores. Through the damp marshlands, a herd of Huayangosaurus moves. They belong to the Stegosaur group, recognized by their massive plates and spikes. This herbivore can grow up to 5 meters in length and reach a body weight of 700 kilograms. Two rows of characteristic bony plates run along its back. Over the shoulders and on the tail, these are extended with spiny projections. These structures serve the Huayangosaurus both as defense and for thermoregulation. The bulky dinosaur prefers ferns growing low in the Asian forests. Its short neck makes it difficult to lift the small head high, but the snout is well suited for grazing on shrubs. Like many other stegosaurs, Huayangosaurus is not particularly fast or agile. Its movement is adapted to stable, flat terrain, allowing it to cover long distances. Life in the herd offers protection during migrations. Many eyes mean high vigilance, and if a predator approaches, alarm can be raised quickly. Should a predator dare to attack, the massive animals can defend themselves with their spiked tails. Against mid-sized carnivores, like Monolophosaurus, a full-grown Huayangosaurus has a good chance of survival. The Monolophosaurus, in contrast, is mostly a solitary hunter. It will only attempt a larger prey, like a Huayangosaurus, with support, which is currently absent. So it must move on, searching for a more manageable meal. The predator reaches about 5 meters in length and weighs just under 500 kilograms. It is a typical theropod, slender and aerodynamic like its Antarctic relative, allowing for fast running and efficient hunting. A bony crest sits atop its head, less pronounced than that of Cryolophosaurus. The long, arching extension runs from the rear of the skull over the neck. Monolophosaurus primarily uses this ornament for communication. Its hind legs are strongly developed compared to its forelimbs. While they allow for high speed, the arms are mainly used for grasping prey. As a solitary hunter, Monolophosaurus targets mainly smaller dinosaurs and early birds. The rich vegetation of Asia provides welcome cover, which it uses to approach prey slowly. Once it has spotted its meal, nothing can stop it. Lightning fast, it disappears among the ferns, likely sinking its sharp teeth into the neck of the unsuspecting target. The only witness to this ambush is a bat-like creature, startled into the air. This Chehalopterus has escaped unharmed. With its narrow, transparent wings, it glides to the safety of the sky. It is a master of the air, having just freed itself from the dangers of the forest. But there is no time to rest. It must now go from the hunted to the hunter. Above the treetops, it circles patiently, waiting for its own opportunity. It is a small pterosaur, only 40 centimeters in size, allowing it to move through forests with ease. Light passes through its wings. They may appear fragile, but they enable the Geholopterus to perform fast and precise aerial maneuvers. Especially at dusk, it can use its inconspicuous appearance for hunting. When swarms of insects move between the trees, it can catch them effortlessly in flight. It does not eat them immediately, but holds them with its teeth to consume later in safety. Its broad mouth is filled with small conical teeth that hold soft prey without requiring much force. Unlike other early pterosaurs, like Dimorphodon, Geholopterus is not a fish-eater. Its teeth are too delicate for that. However, it is a more skillful flyer, able to react faster to movements during hunting. One last time, it performs an elegant loop through the air, wings beating in perfect rhythm, before executing a skilled maneuver into the dense forest, disappearing into the shadows of the trees. Our Earth is a place of constant change, filled with challenges and the fascinating adaptability of its inhabitants. Millions of years ago, predators roamed the forests of North America. While massive marine giants dominated the coastal waters of Europe. And Asia developed a rich tapestry of biodiversity. Yet, we still do not know everything about the astonishing creatures of past eras. Even solitary hunters that roam the Antarctic continue to pose mysteries today. Their battles and adaptations to unforgiving habitats remain hidden in fossils and rocks, waiting to be discovered. This episode also ends here, but the story of the dinosaurs has only just begun. If you don't want to miss any future chapters, subscribe to Jurassic Stories. Thank you. See you next time.